Okay, good evening, one and all. Myself, Krishna Reddy, Associate Professor and HOD Triple Department, Mother Teresa Institute of Engineering and Technology, Palamner, Chittoor District. On behalf of Mother Teresa Institute of Engineering and Technology, I welcome all the authors to International Conference on Machine Learning and Big Data Analytics 2023 Day 2. And also, I welcome all the authors and our panel members, Mr. K. Praveen Kumar, Vasavi College of Engineering, Department of CSC, Tadepalli Gudem. Also, I welcome our another panel member, Mr. P. Umashankar. Okay, uh, now we are going to start with first paper ID 204.
Hello, sir. Can I start the presentation, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So, good evening to one and all. My name is K. Praveen Kumar. I am working as assistant professor in Department of CSC, Vasavi Engineering College, Tadepalgudam. And my colleagues are P. Umashankar, G. Sridevi, Dr. P. Lakshmikant, S. Saraswati, and K. Gangaparati. We all together worked on this topic, and the paper ID is 204, and our title is Recognizing and Logging Vehicles by Scanning License Plates and Driver Face. Coming to the table of contents,
Praveen, sir.
hello, sir. Tell me, sir. Are you
Yeah,
audible, sir?
now,
Yes, sir,
now
complete
audible.
call.
Now audible, sir.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
So over the years, the
Praveen, sir, not audible. Your voice is not audible. Praveen, sir, please check your network.
Sir, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Oh, okay, sir. Sorry, sir. The network has been disconnected due to some middle of the call.
Okay, sir. No
So
problem.
from the image for the portion of the license plate and driver face are extracted using the image segmentation, and then they are searched for the recognition patterns in the database. So the main motto
Okay,
of
ready
designing
ఉన్నావా?
this application is I want to make an application and dedicate for the college or
సరే
for the
రెడీ ఉన్నావు
universities
కదా.
or for the any MNC companies which has the
అదే షెడ్యూల్
transportation
చూసుకున్నావు కదా.
facility. So what is the
ఓకే
purpose
ఓకే
of this
అమ్మాయి
project
ఆప్షన్.
is actually in the colleges or universities, the college buses will become and they will be exit at certain times. So what the college management is doing is they are maintaining the log information based on the manual approach. They will be maintaining the log information with the help of a security person. So in order to avoid that problem, we are going to design this application and dedicate for the college or universities or for the MNC companies which follows the this type of transport facility. So coming to the introduction part, actually the screen is not moving, sir. Just a second, sir.
Yes, sir. Slides are not changing.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm pressing the down arrow also. It is not going. I will close once and I will restart.
Better you can take presentation slide view.
Okay, sir.
Can you take slide view, sir? Presentation slide. Right bottom. Right at the bottom. Bottom right. Left to your zoom percentage 75%. చెప్పు రుషిదం. ఓకే సరే అయితే మీ ఇష్టం మీ ఇష్టం ఎందుకంటే మీకు తెలుస్తుంది కదా. నిన్న చూసారా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎలా అడిగారు?
Hello, sir. Now it is okay, sir.
అదే కావాలంటే మీరు మీ ఇష్టం అడగండి. జాయిన్ అవ్వాలంటే అవ్వచ్చు. క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతారు, ఎలా అడుగుతారనేది మీకు ఐడియా ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే దీంట్లో బెస్ట్ పేపరు బెస్ట్ ప్రజెంటేషన్కి సర్టిఫికేట్స్ వస్తాయి. అవి చాలా వాల్యుబుల్. ఓకేనా? అవి ముగ్గురు ఉంటారు ప్యానల్ మెంబర్స్, వాళ్ళలో నేను ఒకరిని. 30 మార్క్స్ 30కి ప్రతి ఒక్కరు 30కి వేస్తారనమాట. సారీ 10కి వేస్తాము, 30కి ఎవాల్యుయేట్ చేస్తాం. టోటల్ 30కి వేస్తారు. అప్పుడు ఎక్కువ మార్క్స్ ఎవరికి వస్తాయో, ఇప్పుడు ఈరోజు ప్రజెంటేషన్స్ 13 కదా, ఆ 13లో ఎవరికి ఎక్కువ మార్క్స్ వస్తే వాళ్ళు బెస్ట్ ప్రజెంటర్.
Hello.
ఇంకొకటి
Hello.
వచ్చి
Yes, sir,
ఐడియా
it is
బాగుంటే
audible.
బెస్ట్
You can
పేపర్.
continue with this.
Okay, sir.
కాబట్టి
So the screen is moving now, sir.
So can you go to previous slide, sir? Abstract. Yeah, it is
Okay, sir.
moving, sir.
Introduction.
Okay.
Is it okay, sir? Introduction slide.
Yes, sir, it is okay.
Okay, in the
Slides are
last
being
few years, automatic license plate recognition has been one of the useful approach for vehicle surveillance. It can be applied at number of public places for fulfilling some of the purposes like traffic safety enforcement, car park system, automatic transportation, and everything. So face recognition has been an active area of research over the last 2 decades due to the wide application. It involves the computer recognition of personal identity based on geometric and statistical features. So our project is to give the scope to answer this need. We now aim to deploy the project at a college level for our transportation buses. So the main motivation for designing this application is due to the lack of automated vehicle identification and automated log maintenance in our college. So I got motivated with that problem, and I want to design this current application and want to dedicate for the college or university purpose. So coming to the existing system, almost all the existing systems are currently using the traffic control using web camera, but all are outdated, and they are being running used on the eigen face recognition. Actually, eigen face recognition is one type of recognition method which are used for face recognition. But this eigen face recognition has one limitation, like due to the light conditions, the images sometimes may not able to identify properly, because the lightning condition is one of the biggest problem in the eigen face recognition. So nowadays, almost all the cameras are using this technique only. And also, the existing system used at some universities or colleges in India is almost manual work. They used to collect the information manually only. The manual work is prone to human errors, because the manual works can take some errors, and also the maintenance of manual logs also can be hard process. So all the existing systems are not having an automatic recognizing and logging of vehicles and driver faces. So these are the main limitations in the existing system. Then we came with a new concept known as proposed system. The proposed system, we are going to integrate two algorithms into a single application. The first algorithm is LBPH. So LBPH means local binary pattern histogram algorithm, which is used for identifying the driver's face, which is one type of module in the OpenCV in Python. And the another algorithm is OCR recognition. OCR is just nothing but optical character recognition algorithm, which is one algorithm in the neural networks, which is also a one module in OpenCV. So by integrating these two methods into a single program, we can able to identify at a time the vehicle number plate as well as the driver's face. So the benefits of the proposed system are to automate the manual work of logging vehicles and can be used for the security purpose. And the data which is stored into the log file can be stored into the database, and which can be used for the further verification. And coming to the proposed architecture, this is the architecture. The main architecture, the initially we will be detecting the vehicle. Once the vehicle is detected, we will be dividing the image in segmented the image, and the image will be divided into two parts. With the help of OCR algorithm, we are going to find out the license plate of that vehicle. And with the help of LBPH algorithm, we are going to find out the driver's face image. And finally, if both the things are recognized, we are going to identify and then store the information into the log file. So log file is just nothing but maintaining the database. So this is the architecture. And coming to the proposed algorithm, these two are the main algorithms which we used in our current application. One is LBPH face recognizer algorithm, and other one is OCR algorithm. So LBPH is just nothing but finding the existing algorithms. What they used to do is they will find only the local features of an image. But LBPH algorithm, what it finds means it will be finding the local feature of image along with comparing each and every pixel with neighbor pixel. Means in a total image, it will be identifying each and every pixel, and then it will compare with the neighbor's pixel. And coming to the OCR algorithm flow, this is a flowchart of OCR algorithm. Suppose if we take initially an car image, so the image will be captured using the camera in this way. After that, ROI detection using yellow search algorithm. So yellow search algorithm is there where the yellow portion of the car plate is there, no number plate. That portion will be identified with this yellow search algorithm. And once that portion is captured, the vehicle number plate extraction using smearing algorithm. So smearing algorithm, what it will do is it will be extracting only the number plate, and it will ignore all the other part which is left in that image. And finally, we will be converting that part into binary image, and from that binary image we will be converting the inverted binary image. Inverted binary image is just nothing but highlighting only the letters or characters, and from there we will be dividing the line separation using row segmentation. That means the top portion will be the vehicle number, and the bottom part will be some name. And finally, we will be identifying the character separation using column segmentation and recognize the character using OCR. The last step of this module is OCR will be used to recognize the characters which are present in that number plate. So this is the flow of OCR algorithm in the OpenCV. And experimental results, in order to implement this application, we are using these concepts in the Python. So Tkinter, which is used for designing the window based application. OpenCV module used for integrating those two algorithms. NumPy is a module used to convert the image into numerical values. Pandas to store the input data. And Pillow is a framework which is used for image processing concept. And PyCharm is the IDLE tool which are used to execute this application. Coming to the main window of our application is like this. And we tested this application for our college purpose. And in future, we want to deploy this in our college main gate. So this is an home page in which we have two frames. One is already registered candidates can be seen here. Nothing but candidates are drivers. And for a new registration, this is the second window. And coming to the registration as a new user, here you can see I have given one driver ID and I have given one name. Name is nothing but Praveen. I entered the name of the driver as Praveen. I given the driver ID randomly. And before I go and submit the save profile, it is asking me to take the image of the driver. So what I do is I will be taking an image of the driver. So this is an example of driver image. So the driver image is captured, and once if I click on the save profile, the save profile will be automatically saved into my database. So see here in the bottom you can see total registration till now is 1. And dynamically in this way we have gave the input of many drivers into the database. And when we want to test the driver along with a number plate, see one user who stood with an mobile. In that mobile, she is taking one image which is car image, car backside image. See here in the mobile inside, we can see a car image, and she is standing in front of that application. So once the application loads the input of this user along with this mobile, automatically the user name is identified as Shreya. Shreya is a person who is already present in the database. See here you can see the total registration still now is 2. Along with Praveen, I added Shreya also. So this candidate, when she brought the mobile in front of my camera, her face is identified as Shreya, and inside this car image, you can see inside this mobile a image is there, which is nothing but number plate of a car, and this car image will be automatically extracted using OCR. And finally, in this window, you can see, I think the appearance maybe somewhat blur. See here you can see the ID of that driver. The name of the driver is Raya, and the date when she logged in, the time also when she logged into the camera, and the driver ID, nothing but car ID. So all this information are extracted and stored into the driver log information of the database. So in this way, if we can maintain an automatic approach to identifying the drivers as well as the cars details, there is no need to wait for a manual approach, and it will be reduce a lot of time also. Coming to the conclusion and future work, as per this application, in the existing system, almost everyone used to use eigen face recognition and other techniques, so which is a problematic, and sometimes it will not give the best result due to the lighting condition. So in this proposed system, we are going to use the OCR method in the OpenCV along with the another algorithm in order to identify both the driver face as well as the vehicle number plate also. So in future we want to implement some more things also along with this application, that is nothing but to increase the lightning and brightness, the sharp camera need to be used. And in order to detect the vehicles in the night vision also, we need to deploy the night vision concept also in this application. And sometimes infrared rays may also affect the vehicles. So in order to overcome that, we
And
want to test with these 3 points as a future work for this current application. So these are the future work, and
ಏನ
this is the
ಬಜ್ಜಿಲು
conclusion. Finally,
ಮುಗ್ಯಾಲವೆ
coming to the references, I gathered
ನಮ್ಮ
some
ಮುನುಂಡವು
main important things from these references,
ಮೊಬೆಸ್ಟ್
and after this, we propose this current application. Thank you, sir.
Umashankar sir, any queries?
Nothing, sir. Fine.
Nothing. Okay. Praveen sir,
Sir, tell me, sir.
how is video data analytics improving automatic number plate recognition?
What, sir? What is the query, sir?
How is video data analytics
Okay.
improving automatic number plate recognition?
Actually, the thing is, once we connect the webcam, in the webcam, automatically the video will be recorded, sir. That video sequence will be taken as an input and it will be divided into frames, sir. First, we will be dividing the video sequence into frames, and from that frames, we will be capturing the main frame. Means in a sequence, in a second, there will be many frames will be gathered. From that frames, we will apply the LBPH algorithm and OCR in order to divide the two tasks, sir. One is to identify the driver face, and other one is to identify the license plate of that vehicle, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. You can leave and we can start with the next paper ID
Okay, sir.
49.
I will
49.
start the next presentation, sir.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Good evening, sir. Myself, K. Praveen Kumar. I want to present the second paper. So, along with my colleagues, D. Ashwini, Dr. D. Jaikumari, Mrs. A. Nitika, Mrs. G. Sujata, and Mrs. K. Soumyasri. So, my paper ID is 49. And coming to my title, Effective Cloud Data Management using AES Encryption and Decryption. So, is it visible, sir? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, it is visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. Okay. Then I'll continue, sir. The table of contents are these are the table of contents. So coming to the table of contents, abstract, introduction, research motivation, existing system and its limitations, proposed system and its advantage, the proposed architecture, algorithms which are used in this application, the result analysis, finally conclusion and future scope, along with references. So coming to the abstract, the main motto of designing this application is very simple. Actually, I got motivated with one website, sir, while designing this application. Before that, I want to show you one site. This is a site, sir. The Drive HQ is one of the website, which is nothing but a hybrid cloud, and this has been established from since 2003 onwards. Means since 2003 onwards till 2023, it is been successfully executing a lot of company's data inside this account, sir. What happened means this Drive HQ is an hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud in the sense it will be providing you the free account, that is public cloud, as well as up to 2 GB. Once if you access the storage more than 2 GB, then it will ask you to pay how much you use. So that's why it is also called as POS. POS server means pay as you use. So actually this is a wonderful cloud. And what happened means I stored my personal data inside this cloud. And unfortunately the same cloud sharing has been given to one of my friend. So what happened means he intentionally edited my data and automatically the data has been updated in the database also. Means the data what I uploaded is not same when I downloaded after 2 or 3 days. So why this has been happened means the data which is uploaded in this Drive HQ is not providing any security, like it is not going to encrypt or it is not going to decrypt. So this is the main problem what I faced, and this motivated me to design an application using AES algorithm. Actually this is the main motto for designing my application. So coming to my title, effective cloud data management by using AES encryption and decryption. So what is the main motto of doing this application is I want to make the data which is stored into the cloud server to be encrypted using AES encryption, and also when we want to decrypt the data, again we need to use the AES decryption algorithm. So this is the motto of doing this application. And coming to the initial existing days, you can see some clouds are using DES algorithm for encrypting the data. Actually, DES is the starting algorithm in the encryption algorithm. So data encryption standard is the best algorithm, and which is the first algorithm we will be preparing in the security, network security. But what happens with the DES means as the DES algorithm uses the 56-bit size, so it is easy to attack by the brute force attack. Actually, the attackers try to create brute force attack by using DES algorithm because the key length of the DES algorithm is 56 bits and which is easy to identify and which is easy to morph also. So that is the reason DES algorithm did not provide the security for the cloud data in an effective way. So that is the reason why we are using AES algorithm in our application, because AES algorithm is going to provide security with three different key sizes. One is 128, 192 and 256. Whatever the key size you require, you can able to apply for your current data. So and the current security team also what they are telling is till now the AES algorithm is safest algorithm which is not attacked by any brute force attack. So as of now the security team also declared that one. So that gave me an idea to design my current application by using AES algorithm. So here we are going to use the AES algorithm in order to encrypt and decrypt the data which is stored into the cloud server. And the introduction part comes with, in the introduction we can see the data protection can be performed by altering the original data in any way to create other worthless data, ensuring that even if someone obtains the data through hacking, it's still to be useless for them. Means whenever I want to upload any sort of data with any smart systems into the cloud server, I just want to make my data in an encrypted manner. Encrypted is just nothing but it is an anonymous manner. Anonymous means no one can able to understand. Even though the hacker try to hack the data also, he cannot able to understand what is there inside the file. So such type of technique I want to apply, and then I want to store into the cloud server. Cloud is just nothing but a remote server which can be accessed by anyone with the help of internet. So if this type of technique is applied with the cloud computing, So if any unauthorized person try to hack the data also, the data cannot be visible by that unauthorized user. So only the valid user who has that secret key can only be decrypt the data in a valid manner. So this is a motto, and the introduction part comes with this one. And next one is research motivation. What is the main motto of motivation for designing this application? Means initial days, each and every company try to use their individual servers for storing the data into the local drives. So what happens means, in order to maintain the local drive, they need to spend a lot of money. Actually, one if we want to construct one server in our company or in our college, it takes a lot of amount, and in order to maintain that also, it takes a lot of cost. So then we came with a new concept known as cloud computing. Cloud computing is also known as serverless technology. Serverless means we no need to maintain any server or any local drives. All the information will be maintained by the remote server, and the data will be straight away uploaded into the the remote server, and we can access the data from the remote location only. So that is the main advantage of using the cloud computing. But nowadays, if we observe, many of the cloud servers are not going to provide security for the data which is uploaded by the cloud users. So the best example is, I already explained you the Drive HQ. So hence this motivated me to develop the current application in which the cloud data can be secured by using the AES algorithm. And coming to the existing system, as per my application, the existing system for my project is DES algorithm. If you look at some different sites, cloud websites, some websites are using DES algorithm for encryption and decryption of data into the cloud server. But what happens with the help of DES means, we are going to occur brute force attack, because brute force attack is just nothing but the attacker try to create some test and trial methods in order to crack the passwords, login credentials, and also the encryption keys. So some of the brute force attack types are, these are the types of brute force attack. Actually, brute force attack can be occur in five types. One is simple brute force, dictionary attacks, hybrid brute force, reverse brute force, and credential stuffing. So all these five are the different types of strategies which are applied by the brute force attackers in order to crack the passwords or login credentials or breach into your account. So this can be easily done with the help of DES algorithm, because DES follows the 56-bit key size, which is very too short, and it can be easily cracked or decrypted. So this motivated me to design an application using the AES. AES is just nothing but advanced encryption standard, which can able to overcome the brute force attack which occurred in the existing system. As per the opinion of security experts initialized at this point also, AES is a safe against the brute force attack, because AES follows three different key sizes, and with the help of these three different key sizes, we can able to maintain the data in a secure manner. Here we will be taking the plain text, and we will be taking a secret key. With the help of secret key, we are going to convert the data into ciphertext, and when the ciphertext is being uploaded into the cloud server, if anyone want to download the data, he need to take the ciphertext, he need to substitute the same secret key which is encrypted by the sender, and then only the data can be decrypted for the end user. So the advanced secure algorithm may be implemented. This AES can be implemented in any hardware or software, and by using the three different key sizes, the user can able to confuse the hacker which key size is following in order to encrypt the data. And the coming to the architecture of my proposed system, this is an architecture. If you take a simple sample notepad or some other file, in that file I have written this one. I have written a message like, this is an example on AES algorithm. The message will be splitted into parts, and each and every word will be divided into individual blocks. So each and every block is again secured with the secret key with the help of AES algorithm. Now the encrypted blocks will be encoded into the cloud database. So if any unauthorized user try to hack the cloud server, or the user who is present internally in our organization want to hack the data which is uploaded by me, he cannot directly see the data, because he also requires the secret key in order to decrypt the data. So this is an architecture of proposed system what I designed. And coming to the Drive HQ, this is a one live cloud which I already explained starting. So I got motivated to design this application with this cloud only. And coming to the proposed algorithm, here we are using only one algorithm, that is AES algorithm. AES is one type of block cipher algorithm. AES is also known as Resendel because it follows the three different key sizes, 128, 192, 256. And the flow of AES algorithm is like this. See, if you want to key generate using AES algorithm, see, these are there will be four different rounds. One is subbytes, shift rows, mix columns, and add round key. In this way, you will be continuing up to 19 rounds, and then the AES algorithm will be generating a key. And coming to the experimental results, I designed the application using Java as a platform, and I linked my application with the live cloud server, that is Drive HQ. Initially, I want to take whatever the file I want to upload into the cloud. I'll be taking this application. Here the input is just nothing but the file which you want to upload into the cloud server, and
Yeah.
output file is just nothing but after encrypting you need to store with a separate
Hmm?
file name. No, for that reason here I kept the
One
output
better, sir.
file. See, first there are two techniques. One is encrypt, other one is decrypt. This is a software like type
Suddenly,
of
I
tool I
boost
designed.
చేస్తుంది.
And coming to the first encryption, see, I have taken one file that is .java file or .txt or .doc, anything, whatever you want, you can take the file. And once you loaded the file, you need to save the output file name with some different name, because the save of output file name is just nothing but you are going to encrypt the file and you are going to store in a separate file name. And you can also have a feature like here you can see one more feature. See, edges properties is just nothing but AES algorithm follows 3-bit keys and 3 block sizes. So whatever the key size you want, you can able to adjust here. So the hacker also get confused which block size you are going to encrypt the data. So here as of now I have taken the block size 128, so that the key size will also be obviously 128. Now I have chosen the OK. Once I click on the OK button, this operation has been completed. I got a message like operation completed. This means that the file name what I given for the encryption, that file will be automatically generated in that appropriate location. Now I try to upload that file into the cloud server, and if anyone want to download that file, he can download with the help of some cloud access. But if you want to decrypt that file, again he need to come to this tool. He need to decrypt, select the decrypt option, then he need to enter the key what I have given here. With that key only he can able to decrypt the data. And conclusion of my application is, as of now we are using the AES for encrypting and decrypting the text files or messages which are uploaded into cloud server. The same algorithm is used for decrypting the file with a valid secret key. And with the help of this work, we can avoid the brute force attacks which are
చెయ్యి వాడు
occurred
కూడా
on the cloud
వచ్చినాడండి.
server. As the key size is large, the
వాడు
brute
కూడా
force
వచ్చినాడంట
attacker
చెయ్యి.
failed to attack the large key or block sizes. And this project has a future work that is
ఉప్మా
nothing
చెయ్యి.
but, as of now we are going to do this application only on the
అవునా?
text files or text document, but
ఏమి?
we are unable to do on the digital data, that is nothing but images, audio or video. So I want to extend the same application on some other technique like images, audio and video in the cloud. Whatever there is no restriction like you want to store only text files in the cloud, we can also upload images, audio and video. So in order to provide these type of data security, I want to extend my application for the next level. So coming to the references, I gathered the information from these references and I have implemented this application successfully. Thank you, sir.
Praveen sir,
So tell me, sir.
how AES provides better security as compared to DES?
AES is going to provide security along compared with DES, sir.
How AES provides better security as compared to DES algorithm?
Yes, sir. Actually, the thing is, for any security algorithm, one problem is brute force attacks, sir. So the brute force attack, what it can do is, it has the 5 different types of attacks. No, in that attacks, most of the attacks are occurred due to the key size, sir. The length of the key size is small, means the hacker can able to easily crack that password, sir. Means he can able to apply dictionary attack or some other attacks, and he can able to crack that least size of bits. So that is the reason why the DES algorithm has not having advantage. Coming to the AES, here we have 3 different key sizes, which is of difference of 64-bit key. So that if you use the largest key size, that is 256, in order to encrypt the data, obviously the data will be having the full security because the key size is large, and the hacker also cannot able to identify the key patterns, because the key length is large. So this is the main advantage of AES algorithm compared with DES.
Okay, sir. Sir, what are three methods for encrypting data?
What's the encryption?
What are three methods for encrypting data?
So actually, in the encryption process, we are having, see, sir, in this we are going to follow the methods, sir. One is subbyte, shift rows, mix column, and add round key. So these are the four
I'm
different.
actually I'm asking for encrypting data only, sir. Three methods.
Okay, encryption of data. What is the thing, sir? You
What
are
are three methods for encrypting data?
three methods.
Symmetric, asymmetric, hashing. These are
Okay,
the
okay,
three
sir.
methods,
Here
sir,
we
for
are going to
encrypting.
use the symmetric, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Actually,
Thank you,
okay,
sir.
sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Thank you so much.
Next, we will start with paper ID 43. Next, we will start with paper ID 43.
Good evening, sir. My voice is my
Yes.
voice audible,
Audible,
sir?
madam. Yes, audible.
Yes, sir. Can I present my paper, sir?
Yes, yes, madam.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. I am Nagadurga, lecturer in mathematics in the Research College for Women, Eluru. My paper ID is 43. I am the presenter for this paper. The title of my paper is Comparative Analysis of Fuzzy Regular Graph Properties. First, we see the abstract. Fuzzy regular graph is a very helpful tool for describing crucial aspects of a physical system with finite components. In this article, we are going to discuss about fuzzy regular graphs and its properties such as fuzzy rule, Cartesian product, and if-then rule. With a new parameter of a regular fuzzy graph and a completely regular fuzzy graph, the if-then rule was explained. Regular fuzzy graphs and completely regular fuzzy graphs are
Uchinavara?
compared with examples. And these are the keywords: fuzzy regular graphs, Cartesian product, fuzzy rule, and if-then rule. Sir, is my screen visible, sir?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Yes. The introduction goes like this.
Hey,
The
Karthik.
definition of fuzzy is vagueness. When an informational boundary is
Hanuman
unclear,
charts.
fuzzy behavior results. Asriel
Hanuman charts లో ఏం
Rosenfeld
బాగుంటాయి?
first proposed fuzzy graph theory in
Hanuman
1975.
charts.
Although it is still extremely new,
గోబీ
it has
పెడదామా
been
చాలా
growing
నేను
quickly and has a wide range of
ఒక
uses.
గోబీ
In this paper, we describe regular fuzzy graphs, total degree fuzzy graphs, and absolutely regular
గోబీ
fuzzy
ఒకటి గోబీ
graphs
రాజా ఒకటి పెడితే
were presented with examples. We compared regular
ఓన్లీ
and
గోబీ మంచూరియా
completely regular
పెడదామా?
fuzzy graph features and description of regular fuzzy graphs with a cycle as the underlying crisp graph was given.
ఏంది?
Coming to the research
పొద్దున
motivation,
పోయిరా
many of
పోతే.
the researchers have done their work uh, on fuzzy graphs and they proved many results. In this paper, the comparative analysis of fuzzy regular graph properties based on all these different types of
ఏంది?
definitions was given.
8:30 అయితే అది
The
అయిపోయాడు.
definition of fuzzy graph. A fuzzy graph G
ఇప్పుడే
equal to
6:30
ordered by
స్టార్ట్ చేసాం.
sigma comma mu is a pair of functions together with underlying vertex set V and underlying edge set E, where sigma is a mapping from V to closed interval 0, comma 1 and the membership function mu maps from V cross V to closed interval 0, comma 1 such that mu of uv less than or equal to sigma of u mid sigma of v. It denotes the minimal value of sigma u and sigma v. For all the vertices, uv belongs to the vertex set V. The degree and total degree of vertices are like this. In this graph, we have three vertices, u1, u2, and u3. The degree of each vertex is given by dg of u equal to sigma of mu of u. That means sum of all the membership values. For the vertex u3, we have the degree of the vertex u3 is 0.3 plus 0.6, that is 0.9. Total degree of a vertex in fuzzy graph is sum of the degree of vertex plus the value of the sigma value of that vertex. That means for this 0.9, we have to add the sigma of u3 value also. That is tg of u equal to sigma mu of u plus sigma of u, which is equal to dg of u plus sigma of u. Therefore, degree of the vertex u3 is 0.9 and the total degree of the vertex u3 is
ఏ
1.8.
పోతున్నావా
0.9
పెట్టాలనా?
plus again 0.9, 1.8.
పోతున్నావా
The
పెట్టాలనా?
theorem goes, every vertex in a complete regular fuzzy graph G sigma comma mu has the same total degree. Here, complete regular fuzzy graph means if each vertex of the graph contains equal number of same number of total degree, then the graph is said to be complete regular fuzzy graph. In the first graph, we have four vertices u1, u2, u3 and u4. Degree of the vertex u1 is 0.5 plus 0.3. We have to add the membership values of the edges 0.5 plus 0.3. For all the vertices, we observe that the membership value is 0.8 only. Degree of the vertex, each one 0.5, 0.3, 0.5, 0.3. Each vertex has degree 0.8 only. Therefore, it is a regular fuzzy graph with 0.8. In the second graph, we have four vertices u1, u2, u3, u4 and the membership values are given for each edges. Here, the degree of vertex is not same. but total degree of each vertex is same. So total degree becomes here for u1 0.2 plus 0.4 plus 0.1, that is 0.7, plus the sigma of u1 value is 0.6, that is 1.3. Again, we can observe that for u2, u3 and u4 also the total degree of the vertex is 1.3 only. So the first graph is a regular fuzzy
ఏం
graph and second
చెప్పవేంద్రా?
graph is a complete regular fuzzy graph, but not a regular fuzzy graph. And we proved many theorems on fuzzy graphs, and we defined a strong fuzzy graph, complete fuzzy graph with
అమ్ముంది
examples.
కానీ వేస్ట్, అమ్ముంది కానీ వేస్ట్.
Next, we came to an important rule,
ఏది
fuzzy if
చేయలేదు
then rule.
పాడలేదు,
A
మొబ్బేసుకో
conditional statement of the form if P is A, then Q is B is known as a fuzzy rule. If A and B are linguistic values given by fuzzy sets on the linguistic universes X and Y, where P and Q are linguistic variables, the
నీకు కావాలి
antecedent
నాకు.
or premise of X is A rule is the if part, and the
ఉప్మా ఎవరు
consequence or
వద్దని చెప్పాడు?
conclusion refers to the part
బొచ్చుగాడి.
Y is
ఇప్పుడు
B.
ఆకలి అవుతుంది, నేను
For
ఏదో ఒకటి
example,
తినాలి.
if a guava is yellow, then it is ripe. So guava is yellow is a antecedent part and it is ripe is a consequence part. So this is a fuzzy if then rule. Coming to the graphs, we are applying like this. If a fuzzy graph G sigma comma mu has exactly two nodes of odd degree, then they must be connected by a path, and we prove this theorem by using the if then rule. Here fuzzy graph has exactly two nodes of odd degree is the if part, and they must be connected by a path is the
ఏడా
consequence. In order to apply the fuzzy if
ఆడిపోతున్నావా?
then rule to regular graphs, we have to extract some fuzzy
అవునా?
rules. These are,
సరే తేపో,
we
ఏదో ఒకటి,
choose
ఏదో ఒకటి
first
ఏదైనా
fuzzy
తింటాను.
outputs Q and fuzzy inputs P.
నేను ఫోటో
And we
వేస్తాను.
describe the universal set and fuzzy set. For the linguistic factors, we describe
ఏం తెచ్చావు?
the roles they play in the language. The membership function of input P can be used to
కట్లెట్ తెస్తావా?
determine the linguistic variable
రెండు
ILT
కట్లెట్ తేపో.
for which input IX belongs to.
ఆ?
The membership function of output Q
ఒక
links
కట్లెట్
to the
లేదా ఒక
output
కట్లెట్ ఒక
OY
గోబీ
to the
తెచ్చినావా?
linguistic variable OLJ.
ఆ?
Now we will compare the linguistic input and output variables for the fuzzy input and
పోయితే
output. Now we can draw a fuzzy rule from this. That
ఫోన్
is,
పే చేస్తా
if
పో.
IP is ILI, then OQ is OLJ. Here ILI is the input and OL is the output. Cartesian product of fuzzy
నువ్వు పోయి
graphs.
ఫోన్ చేయపో,
Here
అమౌంట్
we
చెప్పు, ఫోన్
studied
పే
the
చేస్తా.
Cartesian product of two graphs, G and G. So it is given by sigma cross sigma, mu cross mu,
ఏమన్నా
with
అడిగి
underlying
అడుగు.
vertex set V1 cross V2 equal to set of ordered pair P comma Q, where P and Q are the vertices in the vertex
ఏదో
set,
పో.
and underlying set edge set E cross
ఏం
E
కావాలో
equal to
అడుగు,
P
అంతే కదా.
comma Q, P comma Q. These are edges. And with the conditions Q belongs to you or P belongs to you, whenever Q equal
చపాతీ
to
చేస్తున్నావమ్మా?
Q, that means they are same vertices. They belongs to the same set. And sigma cross sigma of P comma
ఉప్మా
Q equal to
చేస్తాంటివే?
sigma of P meet sigma Q. It denotes the minimal value. Now fuzzy composition is
చేసి
defined on three fuzzy relations. If R, S and T are all fuzzy relations on X cross Y and Y cross Z, then the fuzzy composition from X to Z is given by the maximum minimum composition and maximum product composition. Maximum minimum composition is T bar is equal to R circle S, that is given by mu T bar of XZ equal to join of mu R bar of XY meet mu S bar of YZ. So here join means we are considering the maximum value and the meet means we are considering the minimum value. So it can be written as maximum of Y belongs to Y, minimum of mu R bar of XY and mu S bar of YZ. This is the fuzzy maximum minimum composition. Coming to the fuzzy max product composition, T bar equal to R bar circle S bar equal to mu T bar of XZ. Here we are using join. So max product means we are considering the maximum value. Join of Y belongs to Y, mu R bar of XY, mu S bar of YZ. That is maximum of mu R bar of XY cross mu S bar of Y comma Z. This is the Cartesian product of fuzzy graphs. And we studied operations on fuzzy sets. The union of two fuzzy sets A bar and B bar is a fuzzy set C, where C equal to A union B. It is given by set of X such that mu of A union B of X for all X belongs to S. Here we are considering an example P equal to Q union R, which is given by set of X comma mu Q union R of X for all X belongs to X. Consider the sets Q and R as X1 0.2, X2 0.5, X3 0.6, X4 0.8, X5 1.0 and R like this. Here mu P of the membership value mu P of X is given by mu Q union, since P equal to Q union R, mu Q union R of X, that is mu Q of X join mu R of X, which is equal to join means we are considering the maximum value. So maximum of mu Q of X comma mu R bar of X for all X belongs to X. x belongs to x. Therefore, the union value becomes x1 comma the maximum value in all the sets 0.8, 0.6, 0.6, 0.8 and 1.0. This is the value of Q union R. And we studied the operations on fuzzy sets with various examples.
Karthik,
Now, conclusion of my paper is, in this paper, we compared and explored the variations in a number of fuzzy regular graph features. We explained each and every property using definitions and examples. By utilizing different composition
లే
techniques, we intend to expand our same
అదేందో
research
ఒకటి
and determine the degree of
కరాచీ
compositions
బిస్కెట్
on
ఎవరికో ఇవ్వాలని
conventional
పెట్టుకున్నావా?
fuzzy graphs.
ఇస్తావా?
These are my references,
ఏం లేదంటే తీసుకొని తింటా ఇప్పుడు ఆకలి అవుతుంది.
and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, sir.
What is the difference between graph and fuzzy graph?
For a graph, we have vertices and edges only, sir. For a fuzzy graph, we are giving a membership value for the edges. Membership value for uncertain values, we are giving a certain value membership. It lies in between always 0 and 1. It is a mapping mu maps from v cross v to 0 comma 1.
What are the real life applications of fuzzy graphs?
Yes, sir. We can fuzzy graphs have many applications in various fields. In medical field, we can use it, and traffic control also we can apply fuzzy graphs. Uh, for example, in a traffic control system, for if many cars are crossing a point at a time, accident may be possible. More accidents are possible. If all the cars are fewer, if the cars are fewer, the accidents may be decreasing. So we can represent the roads as graph edges with membership value of number of cars on that street, and the traffic sections, signal sections are nodes, vertices. Then we can minimize the number of cars in each lane so that the accidents can be decreased by using the fuzzy rules.
Okay. What is energy of a
Yes, sir.
fuzzy graph?
Energy, sir, the degree or total degree of the vertex.
Okay, madam.
Order of the graph, sir. Order of the graph
Okay. Thank you, madam. Okay,
is the.
okay madam.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You
Thank you
can
very
leave.
much, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Yes, sir.
Next, we will start with paper ID 192. Next, we will start with paper ID 192.
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Okay, madam. Share your PPT and you can start. Hey, Karthik. Karthik? Yeah.
Is my presentation is visible, sir?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, good evening, all the respected chairpersons and the fellow participants. My name is Sai Ravali. Today I am here to give my paper presentation in the conference ICMLBDA 2023. The paper ID is 192 and my paper title of the paper is Early Prediction Chronic Kidney Disease from CT Images using Deep Learning Model with several optimizers. And the others are Simhadri Chinnari Sai Ravali, pursuing MTech, and P. Shamala Madhuri, working as Assistant Professor in Vishnu Institute of Technology, and D. Shankar, working as Assistant Professor in Vishnu Institute of Technology. Now, coming to the contents of today's presentation is abstract and introduction about my paper, research motivation, existing proposed system with advantages, and the model which I used in the paper, inception V3 model, proposed dataset, result analysis, conclusion, and the reference. Now, coming to my abstract, despite improvements in surgical care and treatment, chronic kidney disease remains a health issue. So, this health issue was very dangerous in today's situation. The people who is infected with chronic kidney disease, initially they get a treatment, and then they usually ignores the disease, then which can stop the disease progression. So in this proposed work, we try to use Inception V3 model for early detection of chronic kidney disease and also applying several optimizers for identifying the best accuracy within a short time. Here I am applying three optimizers, which is ADAM, SGD, and RMS for calculating the performance of Inception V3 model. With all these optimizers, we can find the best one. Now, coming to the introduction about the chronic kidney disease, uh, this disease has developed into a common illness with serious issues. A diverse group of illness affecting the structure and functionality of urinary organ, which is referred as a kidney disease. So, this kidney disease progresses through four stages. One is no kidney disease, second one chronic kidney disease, acute renal failure, and end stage renal failure. My model is to predict these stages, and my research motivation is in the present scenario, huge amounts of data generated for prediction of kidney disease, and those are too complex and voluminous to be processed by the traditional methods. So, in general, for predicting the chronic kidney disease from large volume of data, so the ML approaches are complicated. So, hence, I motivated to develop a current application using deep learning model using several optimizers which optimizes best suit with Inception V3 model. The existing system in previous days, the large amount of data or the written data or the doctor's identification data will be processed by using machine learning algorithms. But on that time, the finding the sources of renal disorders takes more time and late forecast.
Hello, sir, Srenu Garu.
Yes,
Please
sir.
Uh,
make your
can
uh, volume disconnect, sir. Sir, me
Okay, sir.
microphone stop change, sir. And stop the video also.
Okay, sir.
Using ML algorithms, there is no way to detect kidney problems with more accuracy. Now, coming to my proposed system, in order to show the performance of our proposed work, we are applying Inception V3 model by using several optimizers to identify the chronic kidney disease at early stages. So here we applied optimizers for getting the best accuracy, and using a deep learning model speeds up and improves the accuracy of disease prediction, and also used a number of optimizers for forecasting a development of chronic kidney disease and to increase the precision of the renal illness diagnosis. Now coming to the architecture, here I'm doing pre-processing on the city images. I'm taking dataset as the city scan images, and then I'm doing pre-processing on it, and feature extraction will be done by using Inception V3 and the LBP. Then the fused features are extracted from that. On that I'm applying optimizers. Then we get the classification. The proposed dataset is I am taking dataset from the Kaggle website, which is an international website, which contains a, genuine information, which contains a unique images, and that dataset is loaded. We can able to achieve our proposed work for identifying kidney disease based on the input images. And from the above description, we can see there are 12,446 unique values or unique images are present in that uh, in data set. So unique means which is healthy, which consists of healthy, affected, or minimal or cured kidney images. So once we model by using this data set, we can get accurate report. The proposed algorithm is here I'm using an V3, Inception V3 model, which is a pre-trained CNN model to classify the kidney images and find out whether the kidney is having abnormality or it is in healthy state. So in previous, by using this Inception V3, we can achieve higher than 78.1% accuracy or above accuracy. Now I'm applying along with this Inception V3, I'm applying several optimizers to calculate the loss and softmax. Here I'm importing my dataset by from the Kaggle website, and here I'm importing some necessary libraries like NumPy, Matplot, Seaborn OS, random warnings, pandas. So NumPy is used to convert the images into the numerical values, and the Matplot libraries are used for representing the graphs, and pandas is for importing the data set. Here there is a comparison between the three optimizers. From the above window, we can see there are three different types of optimizers are applied. Adam, SGD optimizer, and RMS. Uh, Comparing with these the three optimizers, we get high accuracy in Adam, and SGD optimizer having 70 to 80 percentage, and RMS having 50 to 60 percentage of accuracy. So by using the Adam optimizer, achieves more accuracy with the proposed model. Here I am giving a test a sample image which is pre-processed by the Inception V3. Then we get the result, which here we can clearly see input is pre-processed. Now the input image is predicted as a stone with 100% accuracy. So now coming to the conclusion, the best prediction method to identify chronic kidney disease at an early stage was presented by this system. In my point of view, curing is better than prediction. Ac- so that's why I'm using an Inception V3 model as the best CNN model along with the number of optimizers, and we try to determine which model was best among the others. So here by using this Inception V3 model, we get the utmost accuracy, and my future work will involve expanding the same application to additional models in order to increase our accuracy to 99%. And here are my references. Those references, they are used machine learning algorithms. They get 80% accuracy. So that's why I'm proposed the new model. Thank you, sir.
Praveen sir, any queries?
Sir, hello, madam. What is the size of your data set, ma'am?
So my size consists of 12,446 images, sir. Um,
I'm
and it
asking the
can
size, ma'am. Size, approximate size.
okay. My size is a 600 MB, sir, which
Yeah, are
consists
you?
which
Tell me, ma'am.
consists different types of unique images, sir, which is healthy or effective or normal or cured images, sir, which consists of a very unique and genuine images, sir.
Can you make your own images to be added into the dataset?
So we
Can we add?
Yes, sir. We can also we can make, sir, but on that point of view, I can make only up to a 10 or a 20 images. Why? Because it consists of so much of privacy about their health and all. So no one is ready to give that privacy data set to me. So that's why I'm taking it from the website, which is an international website, which gives a genuine data set, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Sir, Umashankar sir, do you have any queries?
Can you discuss the complexity, time complexity? What is the time
Petkon
taken
ra.
to train?
Spoon spoon.
So when comparing with the previous model and my model, in the previous model there are it takes up to based on the size of the data set, that speed will vary, sir. When comparing with the previous models, project my paper my model will get the best accuracy and which takes less time, sir.
Okay.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
You can give
Thank you
now.
for giving this wonderful opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Okay, next we will start with paper ID 132. Paper ID 132. Authors are Preeti Bitra, Kandukuri Rekha, Sai Kumar.
Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you able to see my screen?
Uh, it is sharing, but not yet visible. Yeah, now it is visible. You can start now, sir.
Yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Sai Kumar, Kankuri Rekha Sai Kumar. I'm an MTech scholar in Vishnu Institute of Technology, currently in the Department of Computer Science. And my paper ID is 132. And title is a novel web attack detection system for IoT via assemble classification. And I'm working this. Making this paper under the guidance of Mrs. Preeti Pitra. And these are the table contents. So these are the these are a regular like abstract introduction and research motivation, existing systems and proposed systems and proposed models and its advantages, and proposed methodologies and result analysis and conclusion and its references. So abstract. So so why we are doing this? First of all, machine learning is the use of machine learning has been widely used in this several fields such as biomedicine, information systems, and medical sciences, etc. So, not only these fields, but also various security fields such as detecting frauds in the credit card systems or etc. So, why our paper is that why don't we use it for IoT systems and mobile systems? Like, why can't we use that? So for this we are developed the system for that,
Biscuit add పెట్టుకొని
which will help us to continuously monitor the system, continuously monitor the device, and keep it like that. So we all know we have the security for our mobiles like fingerprint, passwords, etc. But these systems once we can bypass it, the hacker might have all the data which has been existing in the system. So our paper refers says that it should have continuous checking. So we are doing that. How we do that, right? So we are based on the Kaggle data set, that is CLAMP, which means classification of malware with the portable headers. By using that data set, we did that to check continuously whether it has been going or not, checking or not. So introduction. So widespread adoption of smartphone has been provided as so we all have smartphones, right? Which gives us anytime, anywhere computing capability. Which means simply that at any given point of time, I can open my mobile and have talking to other people. So this makes hackers more easy to hack us. Like it's easy to gain the sensitive information from us. You can see that in 2013 itself, there are 3 million Americans that were written for this thing, and over 180 million has been lost for this. So this motivated us to propose the application using ensemble classification for web attack detection. So research motivation. What's the motivation behind this? In general, for identity web attacks, which were occurred in several mobiles or IoT devices, are very different. Hence, a lot of attackers try to create the several type of attacks by entering into our system. Hence, we motivated develop this, in which we can try to apply ensemble machine learning algorithms, then test it with the model accurate in order to identify the fraud activities done. So at this system, currently there is no proper predefined mechanism except that fingerprint and passwords to continuously monitor the system. So in general, there are many varieties of forms. There is no single approach forecast the malware in the computer or mobile computer or IoT on the internet. There are few current systems that can predict manually but not automatically. So the current systems are used to detect the fraud by manually. There is no accuracy in detecting manual while utilizing the manual approach. There is no effectiveness in tracking the malware activities. Identifying fraud activities takes time for the small data set For the large data set, it might take a lot more time, like years perhaps. So proposed system. In this proposed system, we are using ML algorithms for the feature learning. This proposed system uses the ML approach to classify all these activities and trace the fraud activities and normalities separately. Also, the proposed system is very highly effective for the identifying the root cause factor for the identifying the activities for following this process. The proposed system we automatically approach for this classification fraud activities or any data set. The proposed approach is very accurate and it is very efficient to classify. This method can be easily classified activities in small data set or large data set equally. So proposed model. What's the proposed model? So we take here there are good files and malware files. Both are combined together and given to the pre-processing method, where we extract the feature extraction, frequent pattern matching, and pattern mining. Sorry, normalization, and later it will passes to feature selection, which means grain ratio GR, and then it will go to classification, which is here random forest. Proposed data. In this module, we initially load the input dataset from the Kaggle, which was a Kaggle dataset, which predefined the activities of collected cell phones from one dataset, which is from one dataset. Proposed from the activity. The Kaggle dataset is widely trusted for the data science and ML and deep learning models, deep learning datasets to develop them. And this is the dataset description. It has 5,084 CSV files, CSV data in the CSV. Total samples are 5,184, and features are 69, raw features are 54, and dividend features are 15. And total samples are, as you can see, 5,184. And it contains both malware and good files also. So proposed algorithm. In this application, we attempt to employ multiple classification model before determining which can be more reliable for the IoT devices. We obtain the clamp dataset from the Kaggles. There are 5,084 clamp samples in this collection that mixed with malware and benign. Benign means good, not the malware. First one is SMV, support vector missions. Second one is decision tree, and third one is random forest. These are the libraries and data libraries. Pandas, as we all know that in data science we will use that, and CBOT, matplotlib, which means for plotting and etc. For data for plotting, and NumPy for arrays and warnings. These are the plot of graph to check whether the fraudulent or not fraudulent. Here we can see that in those files there are 52.2% are fraudulent, which means it has malware, and 47.8% are non-fraudulent, which it doesn't have malware. So these are the accuracies for those things. Like decision tree takes around 97%, and SVM around 94%, random forest 99%, and neural networks 95%. So by all comparing this, we can see that random forest is around 99%, which gives 99.32%, which gives highest accuracy. So what's the future for this? The future for this is when we have more. We want to have this more data, so that we can develop a complete automatic learning that via deep learning models, so that we can detect it more accurately and more fastly by using the keystroke patterns, even by employing tapping also. So yeah, these are the references that I have looked upon, and thank you all. Any other questions?
Okay, what is clamp?
Classification of malware portable headers. It's a data set from the Kaggle. Let me just show you. Classification of malware with portable data headers. It's from a data set from the Kaggle website. So, if you can follow this link, it will go to there. Should I? This is the one.
Okay. What is the size of this dataset?
So it has around 5,184 CS in the CSV. So that's it.
Sir, come to the first slide, sir.
Yeah, okay. Uh, okay, keep it on slideshow.
Sir, what is your future work, sir?
So my future work is dependent on, I mean, we did it in random forest, right? That's because we have less data around. I mean, data is good, but it is quite less for the deep learning models. I mean, for the deep learning models, we need more data, more accuracy, so that we can identify more threats like this.
Okay, do you have any idea about deep learning model which you want to propose in future?
Uh, Currently, I don't have any idea regarding that, but with the proper data set, with the proper data and more amount of with the proper data, we can make the data set that is compatible for the data based upon that.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
Krishna Reddy, sir, you can continue.
Okay, sir. Nice presentation, Sai Kumar. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You
Thanks.
can leave.
Thank you, sir.
Now we will start with paper ID 133.
Those who completed the presentations, you can leave from this session. So I think many of them are still waiting in this session. So once you complete the presentation, you can leave from this session.
Sir, can I start, sir?
You can start, sir.
Good evening, all the respect dignities.
Sir,
Myself,
sir,
Sivalas.
your screen is not your screen is not visible, sir.
Yes, sir. 1 second, sir. Sir, visible, sir?
No, sir, it is not visible.
Praveen sir, shall we take paper ID 133 at the end of the session?
Okay, sir.
Next we will go with paper ID 136.
Okay, sir. Okay. Paper ID 136. Are you ready? Sir, paper ID 133. Please mute your microphone. Next, paper ID 133. If you are ready, you can present.
Paper ID 133 is Sinu Sivala only, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. 136. Next,
136.
136.
Paper ID 136. Please share your PPT. Start immediately. Paper ID 136. Authors are Immediate Kali Pradeep, Sirla Mohan Krishna. I think Mohan Krishna is already joined. Mohan Krishna, share your PPT. Okay, visible. You can start now. Mohan Krishna, you can start now. But your voice is not audible.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Is it
Sir?
my screen is visible to you, sir?
Okay, can you maximize it?
Yes, sir. Is it visible to you, sir?
No, it is visible, sir. Please maximize if possible, or else leave
Sir,
it like that.
sir. Already maximized my screen, sir.
Okay, sir, you can continue. Continue.
Very good evening to you, sir. All the dignitaries. My presentation is about identification of fake job recruitment using several machine learning models. So myself, I am Mohan Krishna. I am from Vishnu Institute of Technology. Presently, I am pursuing Masters of Technology in Vishnu Institute of Technology. Um these are the contents of my presentation. First one is abstract. Second one is introduction. And the third one is research motivation. Fourth one is existing system. Next one, proposed system, proposed models and advantages. The seventh one is proposed dataset and proposed methodology, and result analysis and conclusion, and finally references. See, here is my abstract. uh, in modern society, especially among beginners, education levels are rising in relation to employment experience levels.
Sir,
So in
your
this
You
screen
process,
is
are
not moving.
showing up the first slide. That's all. The slides are not moving.
moving, so
Can you try to close those tools
okay, sir.
options? On the right side, it is showing tool options. Can you close the tools?
Okay. Is it visible to you, sir?
Yes, it is.
Okay, sir. Uh, it was my abstract. Present situation, we are facing so many job issues in current world. In modern society, especially for beginners, education levels are rising in relationship employment experience levels. So in order to discover a fake recruitment, we created the project we were working on. So we employ machine learning methodologies that employ classification techniques to detect such bogus recruitment detection process. The research presents an application that uses machine learning based categorization algorithms to prevent the fraudulent job post online. So, establish the best job fraud detection model. The output of various classifiers are compared. So, here in this,
In the phone చేస్తాడు బుద్ధి
here I'm
బనాబోడు
using
ఎత్తడు పెట్టడు
four
పాప
classifiers.
చేసినాడు.
One is logistic regression, and second one is support vector machines and random forest classifier, and finally uh, random forest algorithm. So here the introduction. Nowadays, most recruitment is conducted in online through websites such as Naukri and Monster.com. So organizations post their job advertisements in requested competencies on these portals. So these websites allow job searchers and applicants to post their resumes and skill details. So company can contact shortlisted candidates for additional processing and recruitment the suitable candidates after initial screening. So online recruitment advantages to both candidates and employees. In the past, in December 2016, Naukri.com had a database of approximately 49.5 million registered users with 11,000 resumes being updated every day. So this demonstrates the influence that these online jobs platforms have on users. So both the recruiters and candidates benefit from the online recruitment. In recent years, scammers have entered into the internet market, recruitment market, giving rise to a new sort of fraud known as internet recruitment fraud (ORF). ORF only not only harmful to the users and also to the business, and their reputation will be incredible. Uh, uh, so this is my research motivation. So employment scam is one of the serious issue in recent times, addressed in the domain of online recruitment frauds (ORF). In recent days, many companies prefer to post their vacancies
Sir,
online
your
so that
slide is not visible, sir. Your slide is not moving.
again, sir,
Okay. Now
is
it
it
is
visible?
okay. Now
Okay,
it
sir.
is okay.
Okay, sir. So employment scam is one of the serious issue in recent times, sir, addressed in the domain of ORF, online recruitment frauds. So in recent days, many companies prefer to post their vacancies in online so that these can be accessed by easily and timely by job seekers. This intention may be one type of scam by the fraud people because they offer employment to job seekers in terms of taking money from them. So any genuine post or a genuine post from an organization, they didn't want money. So they post genuine post. They only taken the details of the job seeker. So fraudulent job advertisements can be posted against a reputed company for violating their credibility. So this fraudulent job post detection draws a good attention for obtaining an automated tool for identifying fake jobs and reporting them to people for avoiding the application for such jobs. Mm. This is my existing system ORF online recruitment fraud. So in recent times, companies prefer their post by using vacancy provide vacancies on online. So users can or job seekers may access easily. However, this intention may be one type of scam by the fraud people because they offer employment to the job seekers in terms of taking money from them. So, fraudulent job advertisements can be posted against a reputed company for violating their credibility. So, there are present these are existing system ORF online recruitment frauds. So, they have certain limitations for this existing system. The first one is in recent times, many companies preferred their. So, as earlier I said, what I'm said to address the problem of identifying scams on job posting, supervised learning algorithms or classification techniques are considered initially. A classifier maps input variable to target classes by considering the training data. So, classifiers are addressed. My proposed system is uh, for detecting bogus posts or fake job posts. A machine learning approach is used which employs numerous classification algorithms. Enormous. In this scenario, a classification tool detects the and wants the user to detect a bogus job post. Supervised learning algorithms and classification techniques as being examined. A classifier uses the training data to map input variables to target classes. The classifier covered in this research for distinguishing the job posting from other are briefly outlined. Benefits of the proposed systems are for detecting bogus posts, a machine learning approach is used, which employs numerous categorization of algorithms. In this scenario, a classification tool detects and warns the user when it detects the bogus job posting among a big set of job advertisements. This was my proposed model. Initially, we load the dataset and then we can use the data pre-processing and we can run the algorithms and next is we can detect the frauds or fake job posts and we can analyze by using algorithms. This was my proposed model and proposed dataset. So in this module I'm load the dataset by which is collected from Kaggle websites. Kaggle is a universal website. In this website it provides the uh, real or fake job posting prediction. So that was Excel file is there. So it contains 18,000 job posts related to the present scenario. So from above description, we can see 18,000 job descriptions are collected as samples from the dataset, which contains both genuine as well as fake job profiles. Uh, my proposed algorithms these are my proposed algorithms. In this application we can attempt employ multiple classification models before determining which model can reliably identify the fake job profiles or normal job profiles. We can obtain the dataset from the Kaggle website from this application. There are about 18,000 samples in this collection that are a mix of good and fake job profiles. So these are the four algorithms: logistic regression, support vector machines, random forest, and navy based classifiers. So these are the logic I'm using. Uh, so this is the experimental results. So I load the dataset from Kaggle API. So in this Kaggle, it provides a real or fake job Excel file. It consists of 18,000 samples, mixing of both genuine ports and fraud ports. So I'm importing some necessary libraries, pandas as PD and numpy as np and matplot splt. This is the matplot dataset. So from the above window, we can see two categories. One is fraudulent and not fraudulent. Here zero indicates the not fraudulent posts, and one indicates the fraudulent posts. So you can see the above 16,000 posts are genuine. So only 0 to 2,000 in between 0 to 2,000 represents the fake job posts. So next, So I'm using the four classifiers. First one is regression or logistic regression, random forest, SVM, and naive Bayes. By using these four classifiers, so here random forest gives the best accuracy. Really, it gives the 98.5. So I'm representing the accuracy 0.80 to 1. So logistic regression gives the accuracy as 0.950 and 0.975 in between that, and the random forest gives the best accuracy. It gives 98.5 uh, accuracy to it gives the it is a genuine force or fraudulent force. Finally, my conclusion is that employment scam identification can help jobs such as receive only authentic offers from employers. In this study, numerous machine learning algorithms are offered as defenses for detecting employment scams. A supervised technique is used to demonstrate the use of multiple classifiers for detecting job scams. The proposed method attained an accuracy of 98.27%, which is significantly greater than existing methods. This is my conclusion about identification of fake job recruitment using several machine learning models. So these are the references. Thank you, sir.
What are the important features used to find out the fake ones?
By based on organizations or company or organizations ID and their salary ranges and their company logo. So those are necessary keywords for identifying is it genuine or fake one.
Okay. What is the difference between supervised and unsupervised algorithms?
Supervised learning means we can train the data, or we can train the machine. uh, one trainer is there. One trainer will train the entire data to computer, and later it will identify the result. Unsupervised learning means it has to own it has identify itself. It has to be identified itself whether it is or whether it is trained itself. No trainer is available for unsupervised learning.
Okay.
So what is the size of your data set?
18,000, sir.
18,000 is nothing but number of records you are telling. I'm
Sir,
asking you
number
the
of
size.
records.
I'm asking
Size
you
is
the size.
2 GB, sir. Up to 2 GB.
What is meant by Kaggle API? Can you go to that slide?
Okay,
First
sir.
slide in the experimental result. See
Sir.
here you mentioned what is meant by Kaggle API.
A Kaggle API is it provides by using it creates an JSON object. It creates an object. It can directly access the our website by using JSON object. We can directly it gives the permission to access the Kaggle dataset. We don't want to upload this much amount of file by manually. So it provides JSON. Kaggle API provides the JSON object. By using JSON object, we can easily connect to the Kaggle application interface and directly access the dataset.
Okay, what is the importance of pandas module?
Pandas it provides it provides access for different datasets, or we can access different files.
Okay, sir. So Krishna Reddy, sir, you can continue.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Mohan Krishna, thanks for your nice presentation. You can
Thank
give
you,
now.
sir. Okay, sir.
Next, paper ID 133 is Renu Sivala. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, share your PPT. Start immediately.
Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay. Good evening, all the respected degrees. Myself, Srinu, I am from Meluru. My
Please,
project ID is
please maximize your first slide.
okay, sir.
No, all the three slides coming at a time.
If possible, can you go to landscape mode?
Landscape, you will get only one slide at a time.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, sir. Myself, Srinu from Meluru, sir. My tab ID is 133. My title name is Automatic Identification of Medicinal Plant Species using VGG19 model, sir. In this table contains abstract, introduction, research motivation, existing system, proposed model and its advantages, VGG19 model, proposed methodology, result analysis, conclusion, references. Abstract is automatically identify and recognize medicinal plant species in settings like forest, mountains, and dense areas in order to aware of their existence. The shape and geometric and various plant parts such as leaves, seams, flowers, etc. A deep learning technique using CNN is applied in this proposed study were to accurately identify flower species using VGG19 model to accurate 88.3 set. And then next introduction, a systemic a systematic division into groups and categories based on object characteristics is called classification. In this research, we investigate the topic of picture categorization using deep learning, which is motivated by a traditional technique for classification images. And then research motivation. In this process, huge amount of data, which is generalized for classification of images. Hence, this motivated application using deep learning network for classification of different flowers. And then existing system. In existing system, we use machine learning and regression logistics. In this existing system, too many drawbacks. There are more time delay in finding the type of species from vast number of images. There is no description for every set of natural flowers. And then next, there is no technique which can predict the accuracy of flowers once they are identified. And last one, there is no method to classify the flower and or plants and find out of the name of the flower automatically by using a technique. Then proposed system, we use 4242 image flowers, sir. We use in the proposed system deep learning CNN VGG19 model, sir. In this, pictures are divided into 5 classes: Comilla, tulip, rose, sunflower, dandelion, etc. So advantages of proposed system is by using proposed deep learning model, which takes less time for the classification the flower or plants with more accuracy. Sir. There is high accuracy and efficiency in predicting the type of flower. This will help botanists for the research for finding a new species from different flowers. By using proposed VGG19 model, we can achieve an accuracy of 88.3. In proposed model, use CNN. CNN stands for convolutional neural network. In convolutional neural network, there is a number of hidden layers between input and output layers. And then proposed data set is Kaggle website for testing the proposed application. The name is Flowers Recognition, sir. And then dataset description is this dataset contains 4242 images of flowers. The data collection is based on the data Flickr, Google Images, Yandex Images, etc. It can use the dataset to recognize the plants from the photo. And proposed VGG19 algorithm is Kaggle website for this application, sir. There are about 4242 samples in this collection. There are 5 different species of images. VGG19 is a variant of VGG19 model, which consists of 19 layers, 16 convolutional layers, 3 fully connected layers, 5 max full layers, and 1 soft max layer. In VGG16, quite similar except the layer difference. Actually, VGG19 give more accuracy due to the increase of some hidden layers compared with VGG16, sir. VGG stands Visual Geometric Group. VGG19 step-by-step procedure. Get a simple image from Google, load the VGG model from Keras, load the prepare image, make a prediction, interpret the prediction. And the dataset is, and then necessary libraries are imported to the project, sir. Like import pandas for data sets, sir. NumPy is the numerical Python for converting values into arrays, and then Metaploit lab, This library is used for visualization like bar charts, like sklearn. Sklearn is a library model for machine learning, sir. Dataset is Dandelion is 1000, Daisy is 600 to 800, Tulip is above 800, Sunflower is above 600, Rose is above 700, and the test the input image is flower is predicted. It is the sunflower. Conclusion: with a smaller dataset and constrained computational resources like a CPU, the suggested method is a quicker way to train a convolutional neural network set. References: these are the references. Thank you.
Can you explain what is pooling?
Pooling is the one of the method in CNN, sir. It is variation from different species.
ಏನು
I can say,
ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್
sir.
ಏನು
What is the difference between softmax layer and fully connected?
ಹಾಂ
Say once again, sir.
What is the difference between softmax layer
నైట్కి
and
రమ్మని
fully
చెప్పిన
connected layer?
నిన్ననే చెప్పి నిన్న మార్నింగ్ ఫోన్ చేసి
The
నిన్న నైట్
CNN
కాల్ అని
architecture
చెప్పి
you mentioned, softmax layer.
లేదు లేదు నేను రాండిన
What is
వచ్చేయండి
meant by
ఈరోజు
fully
నైట్ అని చెప్పి
connected
నిన్న
over
చెప్పిన
here?
Fully connected means one layer
లేదు లేదు
from
మళ్ళీ అడగద్దులే నేనైతే చెప్పిన
different
నిన్న
converted
మార్నింగ్
into
ఫోన్ చేసి
different
నిన్న నైట్
variations.
బయలుదేరి ఆలోచించి నిన్న నైట్ బయలుదేరదాము అన్నాడు
So what is the
మళ్ళీ
size of your
ఈరోజు
data set?
ఆయన ఫోన్ చేయలేదు నేను చేయలేదు
500 MB to 1 GB, sir.
Okay.
ఏమా
How many categories are there?
4242 images, sir.
No, I'm asking how many categories are there in your data set?
5 categories, sir. 5 categories.
Can we add more categories in
సరేలేండి
your
అట్లే
data set?
రాండి
But the further
సరేనండి మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను
more categories added, and my project is next level, sir.
Okay. Sir, sir, you can continue, sir. Hello, sir. Krishna Reddy, sir. You can continue.
ఓకే సార్ సరే నెక్స్ట్ పేపర్ ఐడి 137 పేపర్ ఐడి 137 ఆథర్స్ ఆర్ బివిఎన్ వరలక్ష్మి లక్ష్మీ వీణాద్రి బివి ప్రశాంతి వెంకట దుర్గారావు సాయిబాబా భారతి I think no one is there related to paper ID 137. Okay, we can move on to paper ID 34. Bevara Divyasri. Share your PPT. Start
Sir,
immediately.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, Divyasri, visible.
Yes, sir. So, good evening, sir. Distinguished guests. My name is Divyashri Bevara, and I hail from City of Destiny, Vishakhapatnam. And I am from Anil Neerkonda Institute of Technology and Sciences. It was an honor to be here today with this esteemed conference on this paper publishing on predictive and detailed analysis of brain stroke using deep learning. I would like to take this opportunity to explain about the project that I have been involved in. As the project title describes, that is prediction and detailed analysis of brain stroke using deep learning, is related to the medical sector and in the field of brain stroke research. The stroke is a critical medical condition that affects millions of individuals each year, which often lead to long-term disability or even death. The study and the understanding of brain stroke and its causes and preventions and treatments are crucial for the patient's outcomes, so that we can improve the patient's medical treatment and reduce the burden of devastating conditions. Through our project development, we have been extensively trained on the wide range of topics related to the brain stroke, that is, diagnosis methods and treatment options. So, these are the contents I'm going to explain further. In order to understand about a project, firstly, I would like to give a gist about the brain strokes and type of brain stroke and the occurrence of the brain stroke. So, according to the World Health Organization, brain stroke is a life-threatening disease, and the patients can be saved if the stroke is been detected in the earlier stages. And the coming to the occurrence of the brain stroke is occurred when the blood supply is being cut off. And the brain stroke is classified into two types, that is ischemic stroke and hemorrhagic stroke. And in the ischemic stroke is caused when the blockage is there in the blood cells. Oh, and in hemorrhagic stroke is caused due to the blood vessel spill or blast. Now, uh, Now, coming to the problem statement, the main aim of our project is to detect the onset time of the brain stroke and give the detailed analysis of the brain stroke through a report. And in our project, we have detecting the brain stroke by using two different inputs, that is through symptoms and through MRI scans. And in symptoms, we are using the users daily activities such as their age, body mass index values, and glucose levels, etc. And coming to the MRI scan, we take the images of the user input. And next, coming to the what made to think about the issue is that, so when compared to the heart diseases, we possess a great number of applications and medical professions who are treated to the heart diseases and heart attacks when compared to the brain stroke physicians. So, in order to improvise the victims who are admitted to brain stroke, so we have proposed this project. And in our proposed system, and the difference between the proposed system and existing system is that even existing systems have the like they can detect the stroke, but in our system, in our proposed system, we have included the daily activities of the user as an input other than MRI scan. So if the user has a doubt that whether he was having a brain stroke or not, by taking the by it's a web web form where that the user has to fill the details, so that we have the data by comparing, and he can predict that whether he has a brain stroke or not. Other than that, by taking the MRI scans, we can detect the stroke, which is in existing system detecting stroke. And compare in our proposed system, we have included that not only by detecting the stroke, we have detected which type of stroke, that is hemorrhagic or ischemic stroke. And sir, my voice is audible.
Yes, audible. Continue. You
Yes.
can continue.
Okay, fine. Okay. And other than that, like in the existing system, they are predicting that whether we have stroke or not. But in our proposed system, we are generating a report too, so that basically when brain stroke has been detected, the users the the brain stroke will be understand only for the doctors, but not for the patient, so that In our
1 minute,
proposed
ma'am.
system,
One
we
minute.
have, sir.
Last 1 minute, ma'am. Last year, please mute your mic. So just now one student joined. No, please mute your mic. Thank you. You can continue, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So in our proposed system, we have generated a report in a simplified format so that the user also can understand that whether he has brain stroke or not and which type of stroke he is having. And next, coming to the system architecture, as I mentioned before, we have taken the two different types of inputs, that is symptoms and brain MRI scan. If if the symptom has been detected, we have pre-processing that. In pre-processing, we have different inputs of the user, such as BMI, age, glucose, and the work type, whether he was working in an uh, like which sector, and the residence type, whether he is in rural or urban area. So the input has been classified into zeros and ones. After that, the data which has been taken by the user will be compared to the data set which is classified before, which is stored in a database. After comparison, we have used for SVM and decision tree. The reason because we have used SVM and decision tree, because in SVM, like both are used for classification. If the user has been taken an input which is missing or null values, for that a decision tree is better when compared to the SVM. So in order to get the precise and accurate result, we have used both SVM and decision tree. After that, we will predict that whether has only stroke or not, and not the type of stroke. As we are not doctors, we couldn't justify that he has stroke or not on type of stroke by using the symptoms. Henceforth, we have included the MRI scans. We have used image pre-processing and detecting the type of stroke. So the concept here, as I mentioned, in the proposed system, we have used thrombolysis, which is a medication which is used for before symptoms of the brain stroke. So in thrombolysis, it is a type of injection which breaks the blood clot and prevents the blood formation. Henceforth, we can save the lives of the patient, and through which we have generated the report. And after that, uh, we have used the methodologies like SVM, decision tree for symptoms, and convolution neural network for MRI scans. And these are the modules which are included for brain stroke MRI processing. And these are the results after the development. And we have got 95% in ischematic stroke. And coming to the confusion matrix, uh, just a second. In confusion matrix, the values that 173 is the predicted, and uh, 10 were the predicted as no stroke, and 7 were predicted as hemorrhagic stroke, which are minor mistakes. And when coming to the no stroke data set, we have predicted 76, and 10 of hemorrhagic stroke, and 8 of ischematic stroke. And coming to the hemorrhagic stroke, 180 are detected as
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Please make it fast, ma'am. You have
yeah,
2
sure,
minutes
sure.
left.
Okay. And these are the results. These are the web page we have designed, that is for symptoms and MRA. And the as I mentioned before, in symptoms we have used the inputs from the user, and this is the image used for uploading for MRA. And after uploading, if they have detected no stroke, it was showing the result normal. If he has been detected with hemorrhagic stroke, it was generator reported that he was detected with an hemorrhagic stroke, and same with ischematic stroke. And this is the symptoms result. If he was detected with the stroke, there was given a report, that like a web page for diagnosis with the stroke and no stroke. Henceforth, I would like to conclude that we have generated a better project, like better outcome when compared to the existing system, so that the livelihood of the patients would be easier, and he can do this at home itself rather than visiting the hospital. Thank you. Sir, I'm done.
Okay, Divishri, can you go to first slide?
First slide now.
Yes, sir.
Naveen
Sir,
sir, is it okay?
Okay, sir. I took the
Paper
screenshot.
ID 34, sir. Have you taken screenshot?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Divishri, okay, thank you. Nice presentation. You can leave now.
thank you so much, sir.
Next, we will start with paper ID 2.
Good evening, sir.
137 is available, it seems.
Okay, 137 is available.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Good
sir.
evening, sir.
Yeah, if 137 is available, we can go with 137.
Yes, sir. Good
You
evening,
can
sir.
Yeah.
share your screen now.
Yes, sir. Please give me a minute.
Paper number 2, next you can continue. Please wait.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Paper number 137, please share your screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, madam. You can continue.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. One and all. This is Varlakshmi, sir. I'm postgraduate student from Vishnu College on specialization in computer science branch. Here my starting my presentation, and my paper ID is 137 and title is Identification of Customer Reviews and Ratings using Natural Language Processing. And here the table of contents. And the abstract is nowadays online shopping is one of the most important shopping. So that's where rating and reviews are becoming an important part of making a decision when purchasing an item in an online. In the current website, all the reviews and ratings are incorrect. The following article describes a how variety of supervised and unsupervised machine learning models we are applied to a data set of Amazon product reviews, a star rating scale on 1 to 5. If the desired output is text review input, the project should be classified as regression variation of sentiment analysis, because we are built to a sentiment rather than just polarity. Our goal is to create the most adaptable and accurate model capable of handling the spectrum of mixed and polarized opinions expressed in reviews. And other reviews are information such as ratings or word index or context or frequency or something like that. Here we are using pre-trained models like Navy Bayes and LSTM algorithms. Here we are using two algorithms in deep learning networks. Next one is introduction. So nowadays, people's shopping habits are shifted in today's connected environment. People increasing turning to the internet to make purchase rather than going to traditional stores. Customers may browse unlimited product catalogs and compare prices, wish list, and receive superior services based on their interest in e-commerce. As a result of commerce business analyst, the behavior of customers has explored the website will try to determine the factors purchase or not a product in e-commerce website to provide a personalized experience to clients, improving customer retention and advantages. Here sentiment analysis is becoming a main role in order to identify the appropriate sentiment for the products. And research motivation, sir, the main aim of this project is to design an online model which are able to detect and identify the users reviews and opinions for the product. Finally, we show that this model can probably primitate e-commerce sites and current sites, decrease customer complaints which are based on real world customer rating. Existing system. Because of this pandemic, online purchasing is becoming increasing popularly. To judge the quality of a product, we will use rating in this online system. We currently do not have any automated way to predict rating accurately, so that we can implement a system on NLP. NLP means natural language processing, with the combination of machine learning algorithms such as SVM means support vector mission, and KNN algorithm, and random forest algorithms and achieved the accuracy of 81% by using random forest algorithm. The disadvantage of all existing system is whether the given review is negative or positive, which is insufficient to accurate information about the product. Instead, we assign a rating from 1 to 5 stars based on supplies review. As a result, the following are the limits of the current system. Increased time delay and rating prediction are manual. No automated method for determining product rating. All available techniques use standard machine learning algorithms. Those are the limitations in the existing system. And now my proposed system is here we are using two important algorithms. Those are Navi Bayes and LSTM algorithm. So LSTM means short term, long short term memory architecture algorithm. Here by using these two algorithms, we are increasing the accuracy of the rating and reviews in an online. The benefits of this proposed system is the collect we attempt to collect rating from the text reviews using LSTM and Navi Bayes algorithm. We will compare two algorithms to order to get rating from the text reviews. Our comparison results demonstrably Navi Bayes is more accurate than LSTM. So here is the proposed model. First, you are collecting data from the data set and next processing the data. And after the data analysis, then tokenization means classify the data means reviews are given in a text format or rating format. Whenever it is given in a text format, then it can be classified. So after the classification, we are implementing algorithm and then you can evaluate the proposed data set. We are try In this module, you try to load the data set from Kaggle website, the Excel information. Here, 34,000 reviews of Amazon are Amazon reviews. Here, you are taking the 34,000 reviews by the Amazon, and here is the data set description. So, if buy any product in an online, the most common things are name, brand categories, or manufacturer primary categories. Here we are adding reviews rating or reviews text, title, username. The rating should be in maybe in a reviews in a rating in a numbering format or text format or in a title format. So these 9 columns from the above table, we are using two attributes. By using these attributes, we can accurate the project. So here is the algorithm. So Navi Bayes and LSTM algorithms both are classification algorithms. By using these two algorithms, we are give them accurate rating and reviews of the project. By using this Navi Bayes algorithm, it gives the probability estimation, conditional probability estimation. The classifier are totally functional dependent. There is not related to a further dependencies. The degree of the information loss class due to the independence assumption. So here you are using Navi Bayes algorithms and LSTM algorithm. So LSTM algorithm is one of the most used algorithms in neural network algorithm. So in deep learning artificial intelligence, we are using LSTM algorithm. So by using this algorithm, it can give the perfection of the reviews and rating. Both these algorithms are used to get the actual reviews and ratings of the product, correct reviews and rating. And the LSTM can be used for applications like speech recognition or speech activity detection or robotic controls or video games and so on applications. These LSTM algorithms are idea from recurrent neural network idea, has both long term and short term memories also. We are using LSTM algorithms. By using these two algorithms, we are give the correct rating and reviews from the product. So here experimental result, we are load the data set from the Kaggle API. By this Kaggle API, the data set directly JSON file should be directly it can be download the data set to the Amazon products. Here we are using that load data set from Kaggle API. These are the important necessary libraries that we are using, pandas and matplot algorithms. These are the important necessary libraries that you are this is the matplot of the data set. Reviews rating means we are giving a star review ratings that is from 1 to 5. So when the rating is 5, the product quality and everything should be fine. So like that, you are giving the ratings of the stars rating from the mixes inside the data set. And next, model comparison. So here you are using two types of model comparisons. Those are Navi bias and LSTM algorithms. By comparing these two, Navi bias can give the more, because Navi bias algorithm can give the probability prediction, whereas LSTM is get the accurate ratings. So when going to accurate rating, comparing Navi bias, it have some time delay. So Navi bias is giving the more accurate by you. Navi bias is giving the more accurate when comparing to LSTM algorithm. So here is the conclusion. We are taking that Amazon online review data set. Here you are collected 34,000 reviews on several products. Additional data analysis demonstrate the suggested approach capable of accurately interpreting Amazon reviews and comments. Navi bias outperformed the prominent classification algorithms. Accuracy is 88%, including LSTM and by LSTM, as customer can see through the system for a product reviews by ratio of prior customer good and negative comments. Here, when your reviews or ratings are of three types, that is like whether it is a good review or bad review or negative review or neutral reviews. By these ratios, by these comments, we are giving the ratios or reviews, and we believe that the suggested approach can inconvenience to the customer experience while shopping online. The merchant may also benefit from it because he spot product flaws and give customer better service. These are the reference for my papers. Thank you.
Okay, madam.
Can
Nice
you use your
presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Ravin sir, any queries?
Oh, okay, okay, sir. You can go for next one.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, paper ID 2. Paper ID 2, share your PPT, start your
Good
presentation.
evening, sir. Good evening, panel. Yeah, sure, sir. Lasa, could you share your screen for me?
చెప్పు బాగుంది. నేనా ఇంట్లో ఎక్కడ ఉంటా భలే వచ్చిన వాడిని మరి పెద్ద బో వచ్చేటోను అని
Can I see your screen, ma'am?
యాడ వర్షం ఈడ కూడా వర్షమే రావాలా ఏమి ఆటోలో
You
రా
can start.
ఏం చేస్తున్నావు మళ్ళా ఏం చేస్తున్నావు
My name is Karuna Prashant.
రూమ్ లో ఏం చేస్తున్నావు
And
ఒక్క బోర్ కొట్లా
we are the 5 members
ఒక్కనివేనా
who are the authors of
అంటే ఎంత ఎక్కువ పడిందా
Pradesh.
యాడికి కదలలేకపోయింది
That
Go
is
to the first slide, ma'am.
nothing but
Already came to the next slide.
ultrasound
Hello, ma'am. Go to the first slide.
image classification of thyroid
చెప్దాంలే ఉండు ఇంకా టైం ఉంది
nodules, cancers using machine learning.
చెప్తాలే రేపు చెప్తాను రేపు చెప్దాం
Statement of our
చిన్న నువ్వు నేను పోలే హోటల్ కాడికి రాజు ఎవరు వాడా టీచర్లు
problem statement of our research paper is
ఎవరు
nothing but
ఏడ పీటీ మాస్టర్ ఏడ పని
Lasa, could you
చేస్తున్నా
go to the next slide?
రాజునా
Classify the
రాజశేఖర్ కదా వాడి పేరు
So, based on iris, we'll be classifying whether it will be a benign, those nodules are comes under
అవునా
benign classification or a cancerous classification using
వాడి
machine learning
కంపెనీ వాడికి వేసింటాడు ట్యాక్స్ ఈరోజు
classifiers. So, for this, we have undergone a system architecture where
ట్యాక్స్ వేసింటాడులే అంటే ఏ ఊరు అండి ఎందుకట్లా వాడు
have inputted each image of that
అవునా
ultrasound thyroid nodules
హోటల్లో ఫ్రీగా తింటుంటాడా
to process into
ఓ
image
పని చేస్తాడు కాబట్టి
enhancement,
తినొచ్చు
median filter segmentation, and based on the output of
రూమ్
that
నీ దానిపైన
images, we
తీసుకున్నా
have
రూము
extracted GLCM features, and these GLCM features has been given as input to
నీ రూమ్ పైన
SPM
ఉంటాడా
and ANN classifiers, and based on the
ఎంత శాలరీ
accuracy we
వానికి
have got, we have taken that as the better classifier for this particular process.
ఇంకేం ఫుల్
So
కంపెనీ
my
బాగుంటుంది
teammate Lasa would like to continue with the next slide.
బండి నీదేనా? బండి స్కూటీనా? అవునా? ఏం తిక్కలోడు ఉన్నట్టున్నాడు ఎవడెవడో. దొరికి నీలాంటి వానికి దొరికినాడు. వాని జీవితం సంగతి నాకు పోయినట్టు. బొచ్చిస్తావు నువ్వు లైఫేనా? వస్తాడా షూటింగ్ సినిమా వస్తాడా? షూటింగ్ అంటే కాలేజ్ ఉంటే ఎట్లా లీవ్ పెడతాడా? ఆహా. కాదు వానికి ఆడ గోల్డెన్ వేల్ ఇస్తున్నా శాలరీలు సరే ఇయ్యడు కదా ఆయన.
Sir, is it okay if I
అందుకేనా
continue the presentation?
ఇక్కడ పని చేస్తాడా ఈవినింగ్ టైం? హోటల్.
I think she is having some issue with her mic.
ఓకే.
Last
రోజు
I'll
ఈవినింగ్ తింటాడా
continue the
హోటల్లో?
presentation.
ఫ్రీ.
So the first module division is image format conversion.
ఎవరికి?
So the user will be giving .jpg image as the input. So the input, so we have taken the in dataset also we'll be having the .jpg files. So based on that we have put the restriction that only .jpg files has to be given. And next is preparation of image for image processing. The first thing is enhanced image. The image will be resized into 256 into 256 mm because as we see the RGB scale, it will be around 0 to 255 range. So we have taken this range. And image pre-processing. So in this image pre-processing, there are various filters that can be used, but we have used a medium filter that removes the salt and pepper noise, and the middle portion of the image remains unchanged. So this is the reason why we have chosen medium filter. And next comes the segmentation, that is nothing but the binarization. So wherever that nodules will be presented, that particular part will be represented with white, and the rest of the part of the image will be represented with black. That is what, and these are the images. Like the original image will be the first one. So that's what the original is. After resizing it, the scale changed into 256 into 256. And then the filtered, that is the median filtered image. And next comes the segmented image. So the next one is based on the segmented image, the feature extraction will be done on the segmented image. The feature extraction is nothing but using GLCM. So GLCM full form is gray level co-occurrence matrix. In that we have extracted features like energy, correlation, entropy, homogeneity, cluster share, and contrast. So in the next slide, we can see the values that we have got from each image, each segmented image. So using these GLCM features, we have taken these GLCM features as input and Chiral score as a classifier. So using those, we have given that to the SVM and ANM classifiers, in which 80% of the data is for training and 20% of the data is for testing. So based on the accuracy, we have to choose which one is performed better, and hence that's how classification is done. And lastly, we have even generated a GUI report so that the users can use it in a more perfect way. So coming to the next slide. Yeah, as I said, the Chiral score actually contains 6 values, that is 2, 3, 4A, 4B, 4C, and 5, where 2 and 3 comes under tumor classification, 4A, 4B, 4C, and 5 comes under cancer classification. So we have chosen such a way that we did in a binary classification, like tumor as 0 and 4A, 4B, that is cancer as 1. So that's how we have did pre-processing on our data. Next slide is, so as I said earlier, training and testing data will be given to ANN classifier and SVM classifier. So based upon the accuracy, the more accuracy has, the classifier which is giving more accuracy has been chosen. So this is the accuracy we got from performing evaluation. Like SVM is with 91% and ANN with 80%. So this shows that, and as well as comparison analysis also shows that SVM is performing better than ANN classifier. And you might get it out like why we have chosen only these two classifiers, because in based on the reference papers we have chosen, so they are proving that SVM is giving more accuracy, and in before papers we have chosen, it is shown like only most of the people are taking like CNN classifier. So we thought of why not take ANN classifier and better go with that. So that's the reason we took it as a challenge and went with ANN classifier, and we compared SVM versus ANN. Next slide please. So as users, it's better to use a GUI prompt for displaying the report. We have created a GUI prompt using TK Inter using Python. The entire project has been created using Python actually. The next slide. So the GUI prompt will be like this. The first image, it will be giving us an option like select image. If we click on it, a prompt will be visible to us, like a window will be visible to us where we can select a particular image, and based on the image we have selected, it will give the output to us like whether it is cancerous or not. So the image which we have chosen, it is showing that it is cancerous. So this is the research we have done. This is how we have given this paper, and the conclusion is that based on this image learning techniques, we have image techniques and machine learning techniques, we have concluded that SVM is performing better, and because of this project, it might be useful for like patients as well for not going into FNAP. FNAP is nothing but a fine needle aspiration biopsy, and it is also reduces the interreadability as well. Thank you.
Okay. Praveen sir, any queries?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, nice presentation. You can leave now. Next, paper ID 214. Share your PPT. Starting meeting.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, panel.
Hello, sir. Is my screen is visible, sir?
Yes, Purushottam, visible.
Yeah. Good evening, all the respected dignitaries. My name is P. Purushottam. I am here to give a presentation of brain computer interface for multi-application. We are a group of 6 members. Me, Rehan, Gautam, Madhav, and Bhargav Teja Kumar. Under the guidance of Mr. K. Krishna Reddy, sir, Associate Professor and HOD of Tribuli. In this table of contents, first of all, abstract brain-computer interface or mind-machine interface is the direct communication path between brain and the external event. In this presentation, I will focus on the main issue faced by the disabled or paralyzed persons, like they can't move in the real world. So, by using this BCA system, they can improve the quality of life such patients, and also they can be do some there can be do some process to increase their life, and they can move with their real life, like switching a light on fan or sending an SMS during an emergency, and controlling their own wheelchair with their only. BCA consists of both hardware and software parts to register and control the human interaction to move with a different direction using insensitive EEG brain. This is the introduction. In introduction, a brain-computer interface is a new communication channel to capture the human thoughts, and it can be done by two methods. One is insensitive and non-insensitive method. In insensitive BCA researcher have targeted repairing damaged site and providing new functionality to paralyzed people. It means insensitive BCA are implemented directly in the gray matter of the brain during neurosurgeons. By doing some neurosurgeon operations, the memory or chip can be directly inserted in the brain, so that by using the thoughts, we can control the movement of wheelchair and the lighting, switching a light or fan. This causes some problem while doing an operation. To avoid this, I am using non-intensive method. The easiest and the least invasive method is a set of electrodes. This device is an electroencephalography, that means EEG set. This electrodes can read the brain signal recording the location of electrodes. This can be placed in the scalp or forehead on the brain. This is the block diagram of the uh, our project. BCA system, wire wave sensor means EEG set. This wire wave sensor capture the electrical signals from the forehead position. The electrodes will be send the signals to the amplifier and filter circuit where the signals is amplified and unwanted noise and signals are filtered out. The analog signals are then converted into digital signals. This signal will be received by the Bluetooth, and the Bluetooth will be send the signals to Arduino. By Arduino, it can be control the which operation can be done. These are the software tools that are used in. I use programming language as the embedded C, and the software used Arduino GUI software and MATLAB. And the tools are EG headset, Arduino UNO, GSM model, Bluetooth model, and light bulb wheelchair setups. These are the models. This is the wheelchair setup and easy of the headset. Advantages to improve the improvement independence. It means BCA system allows people with a disability to control various devices and systems using their movement and thoughts, enhancing their independence and reducing the reliance on cabins. Non-intensive. Many BCA systems are non-intensive. It means they do not require any surgery or implementation of the devices, which can reduce the risk and complications. User-friendly. BCA systems for wheelchair control, home automation, and sending SMS are designed to be user-friendly. There are some disadvantages also. The first is cost. Highly cost. So BCAs can be expensive and require intensive processor training. It also requires some training to do operate how to operate. These are the expected results. Uh, Conclusion. Brain-computer interface technology has the potential to greatly improve lives of people with disabled persons, enabling them to control devices using by eye-blink method. And also, especially BCA can be used to control a wheelchair, allowing people with mobility improvements to navigate their surroundings independently. Additionally, BCA can be used to send text messages, enabling people with communication difficulties to communicate with others. While BCA technology is still in the earlier stage of development, it has the potential to revolutionize the way people with disabilities interact with the world around them and lead to improved quality of life. These are the references for this paper. Thank you.
Praveen sir and Uma Shankar sir, any questions, sir?
No, sir, nothing. You
Okay,
can
okay,
continue, sir.
okay, Purushottam, nice presentation. You can leave now. Afsana Sheikh, paper ID 198. Share your PPT. Start immediately.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Share your PPT.
Sir, is my screen is visible?
No, please share your PPT. Not visible.
Okay.
For sharing your PPT, yeah, okay. Yeah, now it is visible.
Good evening, sir. Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. I am Afsana from Electrical and Electronics Engineering in Mother Teresa Institute of Engineering and Technology. First of all, thank you for giving this opportunity. And the paper ID is 198, and the project title describes Android-based IoT garden maintenance system under the guidance of Mr. Mahesh MG. And the contents of my project is abstract, introduction, proposed system, block diagram, tools used, hardware description, pin diagram, advantages, disadvantages, future scope, conclusion, and references. And the abstract And the abstract is India is a land of agriculture, so the agriculture is the backbone of our country. Agriculture depends on monsoon. Water is provided to the plants in agriculture, and the top type of soil is used. Mainly two things are used in agriculture. First one, measure of moisture of the soil to get information about the fertility. Irrigation is a method that allows the water trips to plant root. This is done through the solenoid valve. Smart irrigation is involved to help the consume less water and time, ready to use energy use of efficiency. It is cost effective. In this project, we use multi-sensor, some of them soil sensor and air sensor. Email and SMS is sent to the user when water is required to the plants. And the introduction. Automation is the process of monitoring the garden, can transform garden irrigation process from being manual and static to smart and dynamic ones. This leads to higher comfortability, water using efficiency and less human supervision. This paper proposes a cloud-based Internet of Things, smart gardening monitoring and irrigation system using Node MCU as a hub. The watering requirements for a plant can adjust by monitoring the soil moisture. Measuring the soil moisture of the plant gives the information if the plant is ideally watered, overwatered, and underwaterings. The next one is proposed system. The proposed system consists of a node MCU as a hub to which different types of sensors such as moisture sensor and air sensor. The proposed system is a cost-effective, feasible, which can be applied to the small-scale agriculture and gardens. With the help of Android interface app in the mobile, the garden system can be controlled. This is the block diagram of our project. And the tools are used in project is Node MCU, that is ESP8266, soil sensor, LCD display, L29 3D driver IC, Blink app. Hardware description. Node MCU. Node MCU is a low-cost open-source IoT platform initially included firmware which runs on ESP8266 Wi-Fi SoC from ESP5 system and the hardware which was enabled on the ESP12 module. ESP8266 is a miniature Wi-Fi module present in the market and it is used for establishing the wireless network connection for microcontroller as or a processor. USB data cable. USB data cable in any media that allows baseband transmission, that is 0 or 1 from a transmitter to receiver. Soil moisture sensor. Soil moisture sensor is mainly utilizes a capacitance to gauge the water content of soil. Soil moisture sensor consists of 4 pins, that is VCC, power supply, analog output, digital output and ground. The working of this sensor can be done by inserting this into the soil and the status of the water content in the soil can be reported in the form of percentage. And next one, L293D IC driver. L293 and L293D are quadruple high current half H drivers. The L293D designed to provide bidirectional drive currents of up to 1 ampere at voltages from 4.5 volts to 36 volts. The L293D is designed to provide bidirectional drive currents up to 600 milliamps at voltage from 4.5 volts to 36 volts. The L293D is an IC with 8 pins on each side to control the two DC motors simultaneously. It consists of 4 input pins, 4 output pins and 2 enable pins. This is the pin diagram of ESP8266. And in this mainly 6 pins are used. Their general purpose input pins, analog to digital driver converter channel, serial peripheral interface pins, inter-integrated pins and universal synchronous asynchronous transmitter. And the advantages of our project is reduce the cost and power consumption, increase garden productivity, provide healthy vegetables at home to save the environment. And the disadvantages are poor internet connectivity in the farms. Most of the farms located in remote locations where internet connectivity might be strong enough to facilitate fast transmission, disrupted connectivity to the cloud. And the future scope of our project is to establish the product to help the urban families to grow vegetables and flowers for daily use in their backyard, rooftop or even inside the house and taking good care of plants even their absence. And the conclusion. Smart irrigation for the home gardening is established with the node MCU. It is connected with the IR sensor, moisture sensor, and light sensor. All the sensors are being provided with the proper threshold value, which is measured experimentally. Node MCU controls the relay, which will be sometimes on and sometimes off. This information is sent to through email and text message. By using this system, human inventation is reduced. It consumes less water and time. This is our project board.
Okay, Apsana, nice presentation. You can leave.
Okay,
Next,
sir.
the
Thank you,
last
sir.
presentation from paper ID 216. Share your paper ID 216. BV Prashanti. Praveen sir, any idea about 216 paper ID?
No, sir, I don't have an idea. Just a second, sir, I will call. I think one person is there, the Naresh.
Naresh Bhimavarapu.
Just a second, sir.
Actually, Naresh Bhimavarapu has joined at the time of starting, and
Okay, sir. I will call to that number. Suggest wait, sir.
Yeah, Naresh Bhimavarapu
216 I will call.
is sharing, sir. Sharing
Okay,
PPT.
okay, sir. I think. Okay.
Yeah, paper ID 216. Please share your PPT immediately because timing is running out already 8:57. We have to close by 9 p.m. Right? Yeah, we are waiting.
Hello, sir. Paper ID
216.
216 is joining. Please share your screen, sir. It is getting live. Sir, share your screen and start the presentation, sir. Or else the session will be closed.
Actually, he has joined at the time of starting of this session.
Sir, from the starting.
Sir, is my voice is audible, sir?
Yes, audible.
Hello?
Audible.
Hello, sir.
Hello, audible.
Sorry,
Your,
sir. From
your
the
voice
session,
is audible. Share your
I'm
PPT.
unable to connect my mic, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Share your
Okay,
PPT.
sir. I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Sir, is my screen is visible, sir?
Yeah, better. Yeah. Yeah, now it is fine.
Okay, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir, first of all. And good evening, all the distinguished members, sir. And my name is B. Naresh, and it is pleasure to present my paper titled Predicting Student Academic Performance. 1 minute, sir. Yes, sir. Predicting student academic performance using machine learning, a comparative study of classification algorithms, sir, and under the guidance of D.V. Prashanti madam, and Raman one of my co-authors, sir. And as a student of MTech in computer science and engineering, I have been interested in the intersection of education and technology, sir. Especially exploring machine learning techniques can contribute to enhancing the educational outcome. So that's why I'm motivated to implement an algorithm in these projects for predicting and understanding the student academic performance. Coming to the abstract, in today's educational system, the ability to accurately predict and classify the student academic performance has become increasingly crucial, sir. And the field of education is also facing some ongoing challenges for identifying and addressing the issues that delay the why the student is not performing well. By but by using some machine learning algorithms, we can able to analyze and we can able to analyze the factors which includes the attendance records, past grades, and the demographic data, the forecast for forecasting and categorizing the student academic performance, and which allows the educators and administrators also to proactively support the students who may be at risk of underperforming. And my type of focusing on utilizing various algorithms to build the predictive models that can effectively identify patterns and indicators of the student success. And coming to the introduction point of view, in this study, the evaluation and comparison of various machine learning models uh, for determining the most suitable algorithm for predicting student academic performance. And I explored the performance of several well-established algorithms here, sir. Totally 7 machine learning models I explored here, sir. Those are NERIST algorithm, logistic regression, decision tree algorithm, random forest. So totally 7 machine learning machine learning algorithms I had taken here, sir. And each of these algorithms has demonstrated success in predicting student academic performance in previous studies also, sir. And to assess the performance of these algorithms, generally you are having different types of metrics, including accuracy, precision, recall, and reference score. But in my I used the model accuracy as a primary metric for selecting the best algorithm for predicting the student academic performance. And these are the some previous publications those involved in the student academic prediction, and these publications highlight the utilization of machine learning algorithms such as Navi-based decision tree, multivariate perceptron, random forest, artificial neural net, etc. And all these algorithms are going to predict and analyze the student academic performance. And the observations made in these studies contribute to the understanding of the performance and effectiveness of these algorithms also in the context of education. And from these observations, I propose to leverage various machine learning algorithms, totally 7 algorithms here, which can be used for predicting and categorizing the student performance. So totally 7 algorithms I am going to compare in my project here, sir. And by utilizing these diverse machine learning algorithms, the proposed system aims to be accurately predict and categorize the student academic performance. And the combination of these algorithms also provides a comprehensive approach to leverage the strength of each method. And this is the classification framework of my project, sir. So initially, I taken the dataset for the student dataset from the UCA repository, and initially I pre-processed the dataset for handling the missing values and duplicated values also. And after that, I make some exploratory data analysis, knowing which attribute has the highest relationship with the final grade of the students for predicting the best academic performance of the student. And the division of the dataset here, I'm dividing the dataset into two types, two ratios here. So one is the 70:30 and second one the 80:20. That means 70% of the data will be used for the training purpose here, and 30% of the data can be used for the testing purpose. And 80:20 means 80% of the data from the dataset will be taken for the training, and remaining 20% of the data I'm using for the testing purpose here. And after the division of the data set, I built the different types of classification machine learning algorithms for predicting the student academic performance. And after that, I compared all those model accuracy values, and finally, I decided one of these algorithms as the best algorithm for predicting the student academic performance. And this is the data description, sir. And I had taken the data set from the UCA machine learning repository. Generally, I am taking two data sets for two different subjects. One is the Portuguese language with 649 records, and another one is for mathematics language with 395 records. And totally 1044 records. And each student has 33 number of characters. And these are the different characters of the students like school, mother education, father job, travel time, age, reason, study time, etc. All these are the different types of the parameters I had taken within my data set. And I had downloaded the data set from the UCM machine learning repository. And this is one of the examples for the exploratory data analysis to the correlation matrix. And the correlation matrix gives the correlation value between dependent and independent variables. And if you observe this correlation matrix, the study time will have some positive correlation with the final grade of the student. That means nothing but here the color of the correlation matrix is very, that means the final grade of the students will morely depend on the study time of the student. So if the student will study more, then he can able to get the more score within his academics. So it is one of the example for from the one of the observations from this correlation matrix. These are some of the observations I had observed from this correlation matrix with the attributes I had taken within my data set. And these are the accuracy score values of different classification algorithms. I'm dividing the data set into 80:20%. And among all these data sets, if you observe the cross validation score value, the logistic regression gives 90% of the accuracy compared to all the remaining models. So I am suggesting that the logistic regression is one of the best model for predicting the student academic performance. So compared to remaining models. And if you are dividing the data set into 70 to 30 also, the logistic regression will give the cross-validation value as 89.8, so which is higher than all the remaining models. So based on these two observations, I am giving the suggestion to the logistic regression is the best model for predicting the student academic performance. So this is the these are the results, sir. Actually, I'm unable to share my screen from the laptop, sir. Otherwise, I will show my education also, sir. Actually, I did this project within the Google Colab, sir. And in conclusion, our study has demonstrated that logistic regression outperforms other classification algorithms in predicting student academic performance. And this finding holds the practical significance also for educators and administrators, and it can aid the identification of students who may be at risk of poor performance. So, and these are the references. Based on these references, I move forward to develop these projects. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Naresh, I think you
Okay.
have you have great patience because of you have
Thank you,
joined
sir.
at the time of starting. Keep it up.
Yes.
It's a great
Actually,
quality. I think
thank you, sir.
most of the students doesn't have that type of quality. Actually, we have
Thank you.
very much impressed with that patience you are having. Okay, nice
Thank you,
presentation.
sir. Thank you.
All the best for your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Actually, I also move forward this one to my research, sir. Actually, I
okay,
want to implement some augmented study, like
okay,
every student have some smart card.
okay,
Whenever the student using the smart card within any place of the campus,
okay,
the student details will be stored within the database, sir.
okay.
Like that, I am trying to implement the augmented education, sir.
Okay, all the best. Okay. Okay, on behalf of
Thank
Mother
you.
Teresa Institute of Engineering and Technology, Palamne, Chittoor District, and ICMLBDA 2023, I thank all the presenters, authors, and our faculty members, especially Praveen Kumar sir and Uma Shankar sir, Department of CSC, Vasavi College of Engineering, Tadepalli, Gudem, for their continuous support in successful completion of this session 4. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. We can sign up.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you. Good night, sir.
Good night.
Thank you so much, sir.